Arslan joined my one-to-one mentor program and he cleared PMP.
Thank you, Amer. Thank you for the wonderful words about PMP. I had in my mind to start the PMP, to do the PMP about 2 years before. I was struggling to find a good mentor to guide me through the process and have me achieve what I have today. Thank you, Amer, for all of this, all the support you have provided during this journey. I wanted to do it much earlier than what I have done, what we achieved yesterday. I wanted it back then in last year, but things were not working in my favor at that time, and I was not able to give full attention and focus. But yes, during the last month, on and off, I attended coaching calls and the lectures of some batches during last 2 months. And like you said, during the last 2 weeks, my particular focus was on the mocks, practice questions, and I would just like to highlight that those really helped. The practice questions, the mocks. I think what you learn by practicing on the questions and doing the root cause analysis, uh, those help you to polish your concept, and they really help you to question based situation based questions in the exam.
But you did the exam, you did everything. So what would be your point on to that? How to manage that time in the exam specifically?
Managing the time in the exam will come naturally to you if you are practicing the mocks. If you're practicing the mocks, you will understand that some questions are lengthy, some questions are like one-liner, two-liners, other questions are like seven, eight-liners also. A very few, in my exam particularly, I got only two questions which were related to some kind of calculations. And
Hmm.
those calculations were like also like a simple maths calculation. You don't need even to touch the calculator to solve those questions.
Hmm.
So the questions come in these three categories, and then the choice of two questions are also there. So when you are doing the mocks, practicing the mocks, and you are going through all type of questions, uh, I did not find any difficulty in managing the time. In fact, I finished my exam about 7 to 8 minutes before the due time, which was including the breaks I took for 6 or 7 minutes, the two breaks after 60 question and 120 questions. So if you are practicing the mocks and one of the simulator practice on the simulator also, it will really help you during the for your time management.
Uh, which area was more dominant?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. And what else?
Uh, I would say that if I have to give percentage of all the areas, 60% hybrid questions and 25% agile questions and 15 to 20% we would say predictive questions.
Hmm. Okay. And what will be your advice to the people who are going to appear the exam in the upcoming days?
Uh, Practice questions. It is most important. Practicing questions, because what I noticed during my exam were uh, actually the exam is testing your concepts. Okay, so if you are practicing the questions, your concepts will be polished because you will be implementing the concept on real situations. The practice questions will be giving you situations, and when you are putting yourself in those situations and answering, doing the eliminations of all the options given to select the correct one, that will really help you in your final exam also, because all questions are situation based. You know what? I think I got only two or three questions which were like testing your theoretical knowledge. Two or three, or maximum five questions. We were testing your theoretical knowledge.
How would you say about my follow-up system?
If I have to give you marks out of 10 in my follow-up, I will give you 100 out of 10. 100 out of 10.
And,
Why?
and
Because I'll tell you. I think my this one-to-one mentorship relationship was about 8 or 9 months. We started 8 months before, around 8 months before. At that time, we set a target that after 3 or 4 months, I was planning to give my exam in December end, but things got messed up and I could not do that, and I had to go on vacations. And after that, it was lagging back.